I'm Wayne.
And I'm Belinda.
And we are Normal Preppers. This is Normal Prepping. Today we're going to talk about what I consider one of the most important parts of an evacuation if you have to evacuate. And that is making a list. Making a list of what you need and where you get it and who is going to get it. Because what happens is when you're working together and all of a sudden, and this happened to us because we had to evacuate. We weren't expecting to have to evacuate. The issue that was at hand was many miles from us. It spread pretty soon because of a wildfire. We had to evacuate. We were at that point. We had to make the decision. What do we do? Well, fortunately, we did have a list because I already thought of that. I thought it'd probably be easier to have a list when you're going to evacuate. Well, there are issues that with our list, with what we needed and what we had and why did we have it. But the main part of this list, and that's what this video is about, is the list. We're going to go in future videos. We're going to talk about what's really important to bring and why you want to bring it. But right now, we're just going to show you how to do a list.
And we're going to break down step for step on the list and your duties and what are the most important things to have on the list.
Yeah, so right now, let's go over that list and I'll show you what to do. Okay, now let me go over how we make our evacuation plan. Every page is basically set up the same way. On the very top, what we do is we label it obviously as evacuation plan, and then we have each family member. And some families, this is all up to you. If you have one or two or five or what, you can give everybody their own jobs. So when we use our names here, so you just replace family member number one with the person's name, and then you put in their phone number. And the reason that we do the phone number is because anymore it seems like it's a lot harder to remember phone numbers, and plus it just takes less stress off you. And during an evacuation, if you have to evacuate, the last thing you want to do is have to think, really. I mean, you just want everything to flow easily. So, and then you also may not have access to your own phone. So even if you have it on your phone, saved on your phone, you may not have it. That's why we always carry this evacuation letter with us. And then the next thing we have is, in case we can't get in contact with our person, the people in our family, and we're at work or school or whatever, and we need to go home, well, perhaps like in our case, we had a fire. Maybe you don't want to go to your house, maybe that's not the best idea. So what you do is you think about where is a place that all of you could get that's easy to get to, that you all know right off the top of your heads how to get there, not in a high traffic area, which is also something you want to think about. And then you meet there. And that's if you can't obviously get in contact with on cell phones and be able to, make up, say, oh, we're meeting at the house or whatever. But this is just a backup because you don't want to be sitting there and go, oh, I wonder where everybody is. And that would just be a nightmare. So you give it, and examples could be a grocery store parking lot, a park, a trail, a creek, a school, different places. But the one thing I think about is it has to be a place that you can get to easily without really, have to worry about a lot of traffic and easy to get to, even if you have to walk in case you have to leave a car or something happens, that you have to leave a car. You want to be able to, it has to be close to all of you. Then once you have to do evacuation and you want to implement this plan, you go down it in steps. And this is how we have it set up. So the family member, number one, I give them responsibilities by usually you want to get your own stuff. You want to be responsible for your own clothing and things like that. But we also want to break it up so we're not all in the same house at the same time. That makes it more organized, makes it less stressful. It makes the whole experience a lot smoother. So here we have the family number one is doing downstairs. And there I list out for examples, grab the documents. These are really important. Passports, insurance papers, all this different things. Then you also hit the bathrooms downstairs and the bedrooms and whatever else there is. And it tells you basically what you got to get. So you just go down your list and there you go. The second one, for example, has the downstairs radios, the bedroom, toilet, garage, totes, you know, all that. They have their own list. So they grab their stuff. And this is basically what it looks like, all together. You got the evacuation plan header on each page. Then you have what family member, what area, what they're getting. Bam. It's that, I mean, just it flows. And where do we keep the plan? I mean, you want to be able to have it quick. Like when we were evacuating, it all of a sudden you get to that point you where you say, well, I guess we got to do it. And you don't want to have to say, well, did we leave that here, there? No, we keep it where it's easy. Pantry doors, bam. We have two pantries, so you go in there, bam, bam. You got the pantry doors on top of our safe, in the garage, on the refrigerator, and then we also, of course, keep it in our vehicles. And that'll probably be, even when we're working on a plan, you probably just carry it and take it in there anyway. So we'll have it in our vehicles because that way we have that information about our phone numbers and things like that. And you can put more phone numbers than just what I listed. Just put whatever phone numbers. That way you have all that contact information. And it might even be a good idea to have a secondary, meeting place in case you get split up when you're evacuating too. So, those are just some things to think about. There, now that you've seen the basic setup of the list, what I recommend is start working on your list. Just basically kind of choose who and what you want to take and who's going to take it. Just get started. That way you're ready in case something happens before we go into future videos and explain in detail what we found to be important.
And just sit down with your family, just discuss with them. This is what we need to do. Not that not that a situation will happen, but in case it does, you want to make sure everyone is safe and you have everything you need to stay together.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So start there, and
Yeah.
we'll keep you
We'll
up to
guide
date.
you through it.
Yeah, we'll get you on top of this. It's kind of almost an emotional thought for me even to talk about it because it was very emotional. So we want to work with you and help you get through this. So thank you for your time. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.